Okay, here's something that I have to share with this candle magic. It's July the 6th, 2020, and I'm still working this reversal spell because there's been some people in my neighborhood for a long time that's been sending negative energies out towards me, and I've done a couple of these within the last few months. I did it on the last day of the waxing moon. It burned all the way through on the full moon, which was Saturday, July the 4th. And here it is, but 2 days later, it's a waning moon. It's working its way down. It's got a real nice, clean burn. I got the petition written on a piece of paper that's been anointed with some oil. I have a black obsidian and a black tourmaline for protection. So we got the four elements of earth. I got an incense burning for the wind, the element of water and fire, earth, wind, and fire working in this reversal candle. It was black at the top and then the bottom was red. Here's the deal. There was a lady on a job that I just started back in March. Um, she comes off as one of these churchified women who had kind of like a seedy past in her life, but now that she's older, she wants to hide behind the church and the Bible. That type of person, that type of situation. And I noticed that, when we started working this new job back in March, the coronavirus came out, it shut everything down. Everybody exchanged numbers to keep in touch to see what they would hear from the job. And 3.5 months went by. And I noticed there were times when, there was a time when she played me and had me call to the job and made me look very desperate. And, the woman who I called on the job that's in charge of doing things with the new hirees, she has a pretty rough snappy attitude. And, she made it sound like, like I was just being desperate. And I felt like a fool behind doing it. Basically this churchified woman who got hired with me, you know, she played me, put me up to do the dirty work to call in when she could have called herself, but she put me up to do it. And me not thinking, being desperate, I called in for some information, and, it was kind of like I got this real snooty answer from the person that worked there and everything. So I was like, okay. She sent another text message a couple of weeks ago, about maybe 4 weeks ago, stating if I heard anything about where we'd be called back to go to work. And I didn't hear anything. So she said she heard some rumors about they may be calling us soon. And she tried to play the same move about, well, why don't you I was thinking maybe, but you can give them a call. And I was like, nope, not falling for that okie doke again. I texted her back in a polite way and said, no, I'm just going to do like everybody else and wait. So she sent the text message back saying, okay, talk to you later. Bye. And I took that as being like, okay, you kind of pissed because you didn't get me to fall for calling in, asking some information that you could have did yourself. So I can already see that, nipping things off at the bud. I don't want to deal with this type of shit. It's kind of petty. It could lead to a whole lot of other stuff. So I said, let me do a reversal spell on her because I'm getting bad vibes from this woman. So today we go back to work, and this woman comes to class And during this time, before it happened, I blocked her number out because I can sense and see the bullshit, before it was coming. So she wasn't able to call me. So today was the first day we came back to work. We were in class. And lo and behold, some misfortune happened for her. I'm not no expert at this. I'm new to this. I've been kind of working with candle magic for like maybe 2 months now, 2.5 months maybe. And she came in and had a story to tell. And this morning, on the first day of going back to work, there was an incident that took place in her apartment that was not good. And she shared the story with, some of the class members. And it didn't dawn on me until after I got out of class and got back home and sitting where I'm at right now to do some meditation with my candle and spend time with it and to re-energize it. I thought about it. My spell worked because whatever her intentions were for me, I knew they were not good. She played and tricked me to call in and made me look like a fool asking for information. And then one of the days, just to go back a little bit, I called to find out some information. They did call me to, let me know to come back to work. And there was some confusion because the lady that I talked to that was in charge of the new people coming in, she had a real snappy, snooty attitude. And it was like she had me by the gonads like, oh, I'm tired of playing phone tag with you. I tried to call you this, that, and the other, but the lady, she called and left a message because I wasn't available at that precise moment. When I called her back the next day, she was like, you act like you don't want to work and this, that, and the other. I've been out of job for a minute now, especially with this coronavirus shit. So for her to been that snappy and talk to me like that, like you wanted to take an opportunity away from me to have a livelihood, and I ain't even got off my feet yet. We ain't even finished training yet because of the virus. And I was like, man, that was kind of messed up. So also today when I came back, that same lady that's in charge of the hirees and training, she had a very, very meek and humble attitude today. Very humble and meek. And matter of fact, I asked her some questions and she went out of her way to assist me in every way she could. And when I did ask her a couple of questions upon arriving back to the job on the first day since the outbreak took out, when I raised my hand to ask a question, I swear that she could not look at me directly. It was like she was looking she was trying to look at me directly, but looking towards the side, but not directly in my face and my eyes. And when she was looking at me as she was addressing my question in the classroom, it was like her eyes was twitching and flinching like she could not look at me. Now, not only am I doing this candle ritual, but I also keep 7 stones in my pocket. All of them are for protection and protecting my aura field, my shield, and absorbing negative energy and reflecting negative energy and psychic attack. And those crystals are a piece of crystal quartz, a piece of labradorite, a piece of fluorite, a piece of black tourmaline, and a piece of black obsidian. And then I keep a piece of tiger's eye And what's the other one? Piece of tiger's eye. And I think that's it. Those stones, I keep them on me all the time. And I had it in my left pants pocket in a pouch. And it was like my day went so well, so peaceful, without a hitch. So I have to give thanks to my ancestors of my bloodline, known and unknown, the ones that had my best interests at heart, the Most High God, the creator of the heavens and the universe, great spirit, great nature, love and light. And I also give thanks to the power of darkness, of pure universe, pure melanin, because not only am I new at this, I've been praying and doing rituals to love and light, the light magic, but I'm mixing it because I'm trying to learn a little bit about dark magic, dark energy. So I combined that in the last 2 candle burnings that I did. Not only did I pray to love and light in the light of the universe, light energy, I also at the same time prayed for the dark energy, which is pure melanin, pure chaos energy that I heard a young man speak about by the name of Bobby Hemmett. So I have to realize that what I did actually worked. And not only did it work for this lady on my job, but I hope it worked for these shitty ass neighbors I got as well. That's on they bullshit. I did a return to sender spell. The top of the candle was black and midway, then the rest of the candle was red. And as you can see, it's a nice, nice clean burn, no resistance at all. No resistance. I got my offering for any deities that, that might be working with me that I don't know of. I left them an offering. I'm working with the 4 elements, earth with my crystal, fire, air with the incense, and water also as an offering and as a channeling for the spirits to come through, which is water. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I had no problems, but if there was any doubt that my spell worked, it was because the lady that I had problems with in the class that looked like she wanted to be a little closet shit starter, like I want to be so nice, I'm church and I'm churchified, but at the same time I throw rocks with one hand and then I'ma hide behind the Bible with the other hand. I can't stand people like that. And when she told that story about what happened in her apartment complex and how it affected her directly, I have to give thanks, praise, and homage to whatever deities known and unknown that was working with me in this. As then the entities and the people and the ancestors that I mentioned, I have to give thanks. And I'm not no expert at this. I am new at this. And you talking about results. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I ain't said nothing to nobody. All I want to do is just keep to myself and go in that place and make a living and make money and come up out of there at the end of the day, safe. And you got people that can't wait till you get out of 2 weeks of fucking training that want to start shit and keep up shit. This thing worked. I'm thankful. I give my thanks and my homage and my praise to my ancestors and the deities that's working with me. Thanks for watching. This is powerful stuff.